Good afternoon, Apu.
Good afternoon. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Apu, I would like to know if you are free or not.
Yeah, I'm free.
Can I ask you a few questions if you are comfortable with that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So, what's your name?
My name is Jannatul Firdaus and
And which department?
Nutrition and Food Engineering Department.
Okay, Apu. So, my first question is how learning English is necessary for your department?
As a NFE student, learning English is most important. Even undergraduate student, English is significant because our all classes, lectures, books are in English, and in future my thesis and research paper would be written in English. If I enter a corporate job life after graduation to maintain international buyer, I badly need English. So in a single word, actually my perception, I can say English learning skill is very important for any field department, including me.
That's reasonable. Finally, what do you suggest to improve English skills for effective communications?
Maybe it varies person to person to improve English skill. But I think some ways would be follow it, improve English skill like reading English poetry, make a group discussion in any topic at English, watching international news channel like Al Jazeera or CNN, and finally I think watching movies, listening song, and so on.
Jannat, thank you for sharing your thoughts. Have a great day. Excuse me, Vaya. It's great to see you. We are gathering some insights on importance of English for non-departmental students. Would you be comfortable answering a few questions?
Sure.
Okay, thank you. To get started, I would like to know your name first. What's your name?
Ashir Jaman,
Okay, Ashir. So, which department?
Nutrition and Food Engineering.
Okay. Ashir, my first question is, do you think English is necessary for success in your career?
Definitely necessary because and now at present many job sector need English, and when we communicate other people like foreigner, I have need English learning.
Good afternoon, ma'am. It's an honor to speak with you. Ma'am, today we are gathering some insights on importance of English for non-departmental students. Would you be comfortable with answering a few questions?
I would certainly love to answer some questions for you.
Great, thank you. Let's begin. What do you think is the most important part of learning English?
The most important part of learning English is when you get to know a new language, and that learning a new language helps you in growing in your career and in your personal life, and that's what I feel the most important part of learning English is. And I suggest that not only English, one should learn as many languages as one can, and those languages will help you boost in your career agenda and help you in your advancement of your career. So to focus on your career, I suggest that one should always follow in learning new languages as long as have a good command over English.
And finally, how can students become more confident in speaking English in front of others?
Okay. My suggestion for an aspiring English learner or aspiring student who is not in an English department, I would say that you have to be confident. English is all about being confident. If you are not being confident in whatever you're talking, then no one is going to pay attention towards you. So don't be too much focused or invested on grammar. Don't be too much focused on having an accent or having the perfect pronunciation. Just try to communicate more easily and try to learn the language as it is, and try to think what an English person would think in that language. The most common thing our students and sometimes we in our past times practice that we often thought in our native tongue and then translated it into English, and this is a very bad practice to do so. So you need to think in English and then change that thinking into words and then communicate in English. So I would suggest for a student to learn more and more vocabulary. I'm saying it again and again, learn more and more vocabulary, be more confident and be more comfortable with the use of English, and then you can learn this language very much well.
Ma'am, those are excellent suggestions. Thank you so much for sharing your experience and ideas. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Excuse me, Bhaiya. It's great to see you. Today we are gathering some insights on importance of English for non-departmental students.
Okay.
Will you be comfortable with answering a few questions?
Okay, sure.
Okay. Can you please move here?
Obviously.
So to get started, I would first like to know your name. So your name?
I am SMOV,
Okay. What is your department?
Environmental Science and Disaster Management.
Okay. So my first question is, have you ever faced any difficulties understanding technical terms in English?
Actually, I had, and then I had tried to overcome it by watching movies, reading books, and watching animation. And then I had tried to do something exceptional by speaking with my friends.
Those are excellent suggestions. Thank you so much for sharing your experience. Have a wonderful day.
Okay.